And I can tell you that I drove from Colorado, from Denver. And even on the exit of Colorado, it was big band of advertise, and it was says, never give up. And I thought, oh my God, this is for me, you know?
Yes, it was from you. Hey, welcome back to the YouTube channel Elevate with Yoana. And in today's interview, I have a very special guest, Gala Williams. She is special from many perspectives, many perspectives. And I'm bringing her to you because not only is she a dentist that was born in Russia, that immigrated to the United States, but she has completely rebuilt her life here. And she's had quite some obstacles. She's had some struggles. And I love the fact that she's embracing her intellect. She's embracing her sexy self. She's positive. She's inspiring. She's growing continuously as a woman, as a human being. And if you guys know anything about me by now, it's the one thing that really I'm passionate about hanging out with people that really love growth. And when I talk about Gala, or after I've met Gala, I was thinking every time I would go to her, because by the way, she's a dentist by profession in Russia. However, she's a facelifting specialist here in the United States. And before I met her, to be just very frank and honest, I wasn't really doing much for myself. I wasn't doing almost anything for my face. And I'm 44 years old, right? And I started going to Gala about 2 years ago or so. I just didn't find the time. And I loved her approach. I loved, and I still do, and I still go to Gala. Anytime I have a little bit of time, I do. So without further ado, I want to introduce you to Gala Williams, who's an amazing human being. And I will be asking her about her journey in the United States, changing jobs, changing careers, and just going through life. Gala, welcome.
Thank you, Yoana. Thank you for your very warm, sweet presentation. I appreciate each of your words. It's absolutely true. And I would like to share my experience. And what is your question? What your people, your team would like to know? How can I help to increase help to this audience?
So my goal with this channel, and we will be launching the podcast soon, by the way, for all of you. My goal is to empower women, and my goal is to interview women that have had a very unique path, not only in this country, but generally in their lives, that brought them to a different vibration. So I'd love for you to just tell me, first of all, just a little bit about yourself. You're from Russia, and I know that it's a big country, and there's a lot of people that have never been to Russia. So I'd like to know about that, a little bit about your story, who you are, about your journey as a dentist, and then how did you end up coming to the United States, and some of the lessons and the struggles that you've had along the way.
Okay, I got you. Yes, in that time that I have changed my lifestyle, I was chief doctor of dentist clinic, and then I have met my future husband by dating website, and he proposed me, and he brought me here in America, and I came here by K1 visa. He was actually very wealthy, and I have never thought what I will do, and do I need to work? It wasn't actually necessary, and But our life in Denver, in mountains, especially mine, was very different from St. Petersburg. It was totally solitude. I didn't have any friends. I didn't have even good communication with my husband. Um, and I didn't know what to do because all my life what I doing, it's only prosthodontic work, dentures, crown, bridges, blows, everything. I didn't know anything else, and nothing came up for my mind to be in foreign country of what I can do and how I can spend my time. Even I like to spend time to develop myself, to read, to know something interesting. I finished some school for um, past life regression. I taught one level. I spent like 25 people, interview people. Actually, this session helped them, even during one session, help them to brought their problem, and after during the session release this pain, because everybody has had problem from kids, from relatives, from parents, and that's why I try always find what can I do, because my job always was like tete-a-tete, patient and doctor, it's one room, nobody else. That's why maybe subconsciously I wanted something only to be tete-a-tete, But for some reason I stopped to do this practice, and my relationship with my husband after 4 years wasn't be so good. They didn't progress in they like I wanted, like happy family. And we have decided to divorce. And from Colorado to California, I drove by my car one day, just suddenly. Then I returned from Europe. My husband met me in airport, and he said, I booked one night book hotel, and this is your car in the hotel parking place. I pay for one night and buy. I sold my house. You don't have place to go. Everything, all your stuff in your car. Buy for now. This is $200. Don't spend how much you want. And next day, early morning, I just jump in the car. And yes, it was full of my stuff for 4 years that I collected. And I drove to the Los Angeles, but I didn't have place to stay. And I drove to the shuttle, and I knock on the door, and pretty woman, they open the door. They actually gave you bed to stay there. They gave you food. And the next day, I was participate for a real estate school. At that time, but everything in California is so different from another state. It takes more hours to learn. It takes more certificate, more exam, more hours, everything 2-3 times more than each normal state. That's why 3 months I was totally living in shuttle and study real estate business in California. In that time, of course, it was your mind always busy from your past life, what to do. You are in foreign country, actually no money. It's not the same than you are in your country and you got your job, your professional, then you know that this month you will get money. Even in Russia, it's not the same amount, but anyway, my lifestyle was pretty good level. And that's why in that time, I didn't know any coach, but that time it's already we were very good audiobook that I could listening to free my mind from all these thoughts because they're constantly in your head. And what I did, I wrote my diary every day. My white paper was coming black paper because I wrote, I work on myself nonstop for why I am sad, why it happens, what he did, what I did. It's like psychologist by yourself because for this time I didn't know Yoana. That's why I tried to do it by myself. And step by step, I came for level. Then I got started to grateful to my husband for world, for myself. And I passed exam. It's actually a very difficult exam. Not all American pass from the first time. I don't know how. It was very difficult. It's because language barrier. This is the first reason why it's difficult for me. And I have never been accustomed with real estate business. Just, only dentistry, And I started that time. I have met my future husband, second American husband, and moved to his place. It's a little bit north of Los Angeles. And because they didn't have any Russian community, and 2 years I door knocked almost every day. It's very hot. It's Bakersfield. It's more than 100 degree, and you go by door by door, and you know your script. You improve your English, and every day. And finally, I made 2 closing by door knocking. And but I understood that it's not my business. I am not so social. I am not talkative. And again, it's English that it's a little bit stopped me. And that time, it's the end of 2017, 18th. In the Europe, it was very popular. They started alternative method to plastic surgery, and lady in Europe, they take very good care of themselves. And by my nature, I like everything natural. Yes, to support yourself doesn't matter in which age you are, what age you are. Yes, either you 40 plus, 50 plus, 60 plus, 70, doesn't matter, absolutely. Even when I will be 90 plus, I will still do the same, That's why I found it's very interesting. It's very close to my formal professional. It's work by hand, and we got result. As a prosthodontic, I am always need result of what I am doing. Yes, that people were satisfied, happy to get smile, full mouth of teeth, tooth teeth. And here the same. Then I found this method, different method. It's Asian school, it's a European school, and we are all have same goal to support woman beauty. Okay, it's totally manual technique without any cosmetic, without any devices. It's everything basic of natural rejuvenation. Then you push your blood circulation, and this blood brought you new nutrition for your muscles. It's not any topical that is just work chemical for your skin. And one day later, then it's no chemical. It doesn't work for you. Look at for Yoana. She's and even doesn't matter how long time she will take break, because it's already system is working. This is very important for me, and I changed my specialty, Yes, and went again to the school, to college, for esthetician college again for license.
That's where I kind of wanted to get. I wanted to for all of the women or men that are watching and listening to see what you've been through, because all of us first generation immigrants have a story, and there are so many things culturally that we have to face. And just like you said, you had a pretty good living in Russia, and you came here and you started from scratch. Then you were kind of just thrown in a car, given $200, have fun, good luck, and you've been through a lot of things. You've ended up doing what you're doing right now. You are married. You are currently in North Carolina as well. What have you seen with your patients in Russia, in America? What are the biggest struggles that women encounter nowadays?
I think these women, they are not sure in themselves. I think the most of them, they got very good or very bad influence from their parents, especially from mother. Some standard typical samples that they put in their mind, that you can do this, it's not your field of knowledge, and because they don't give you power to be by yourself, and they don't support you like you would like to hear some of your closest relationship. Even your friend, they will take very polite, distant, and even if you success, they will try not to tell you anything. That's why you think that you do something wrong, but you shouldn't think, or you shouldn't pay attention for these things. You should just trust yourself, your intuition, what you think of it, how you feel this way. Doesn't matter what. Everybody has their own opinion, and you can just listen if you want. You can't even don't listen them. Just do it what you want, what is better for you. And I can tell you, then I drove from Colorado, from Denver, and even on the exit of Colorado, it was big band of advertise, and it was says, "Never give up." And I thought, oh my God, this is for me, you know.
Yes, it
And
was from you.
yes, and it was exactly for me. And all these years, never give up. That's why for any ladies, even they born here, raised here, doesn't matter. We came here, never give up. Absolutely. You don't like relationship, think it's not necessary to torture yourself, everywhere you will find, if you reflect your inner, reflect positive,
Yeah.
you will meet only positive. I drove again from Colorado. I said, thank you all people who were around me in Colorado. It was beautiful people. I am so grateful. And they were there. I can't say any bad word of people surround me. They attracted me, they were next to me.
You
My
were you were you were positive.
Yes, yes.
You were hopeful. You had the confidence, and you attracted that, which is big for my coaching. It is so important. I can give you a very, very quick example. I was so happy this morning, Gala, because I got a text message from a client of mine who said, guess what? I got the job. So when we started working together, she said, I think I need help because I just, I don't trust myself, just like you said. She didn't get a lot of positivity or a lot of support as a child from her parents. So of course it's harder when you when you're not flourishing as a child, as an adult, you feel like the universe is conspiring against you because you didn't have that warmth and that, yes, you can do this from the parent. And sometimes even a little bit helps. You don't have to, as a parent, consistently say, yeah, good job, good job, good job. This is not about false, but some people really are suffering from that perspective. And so she's learning to be more in the now and stop thinking about what was in the past, stop having this anxiety about what is the future going to bring, how is that going to be. And she's a mom right now. She has 2 beautiful children. She's married. But what was a big, amazing moment for me was she said, I need some help. So we worked on building her self-esteem, and she got the job. Her voice, it was miserable. She could barely speak. So you can imagine how I feel when she texted me how I felt this morning. She said, I got the job. No negotiations. I'm going to start exactly when I want to start. And why am I sharing this with you, all of you that are watching? Because what Gala said 5 minutes ago is the key. It's you can never give up. Be positive. Be confident, even if it feels like the world is falling apart. So I love this. I love what you shared. So thank you so much for that beautiful, positive message to all of the women out there. And another question that I have for you is, because you were successful, right? Do you think that a lot of women fear success? Why do you think that they fear to be successful?
Like by myself, my big minus, I'm not social. I'm afraid to show myself, even sitting here in front of camera. Yes, and I try to develop my Instagram page, and I stopped to do it because I don't like to show myself. I am shy. This is my big issue, And even right now, I am thinking how to create program to do self exercises, self lifting massage, because a lot of women, men, doesn't matter who they are. Everybody wants to take care of themselves. They don't have time to go drive somewhere, spend time, and plus money, absolutely understandable. But then they see that this self technique is working for them. This is what is in my mind, next step. But this negative, yes, it is in my side.
I can just tell you one thing. The way you need to approach this is to shift, just like you said, the perspective, because you can shift the perspective and how you see. And instead of saying, I'm afraid because I don't want to show myself, you need to shift it to where this is not about yourself.
Yes, this is about them. It's for them.
It's about me. It's about millions of women that need help. But you are in your room, one-on-one, like you said, right? Pre-existing setting that you already have developed because you're used to that. It's your comfort level.
Yes.
So getting out of that comfort level is like me doing push-ups. I swear every time I do a push-up because I have no muscle here. So I go, pop, pop. Like, I hate this. This hurts, blah, 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 right? So that is exactly where you are. And that's how changing that perspective is going to help you say, hey, it's not for me. It's for all of the women that need to know, face yoga or whatever, the lifting or whatever. I can tell you, all of you women, if you need help, you can call Gala right now. She's going to give you amazing advice for your face, for everything. Her, oh my God, her clients, if you see the results, are amazing, amazing results. No injections, no chemicals, nothing. Her pricing is amazing as well. And I think that if you're watching and if you need help, this would be a great thing to get Gala out of her comfort level. If you're not present in North Carolina, you can go to see her privately. You can have Zoom calls just like we have right now, or, whatever calls. And you can work one-on-one with people also in the comfort of their home, right? You're doing some movement. The client can copy what you're doing, and it's a one-on-one, and say, hey, this is what we're going to do together, 30 minutes today, but we're doing it together. So it doesn't have to be public per se or social media or as much, but you need to start building that up. And I would be more than happy to be your, the first person to start with, and then we can post it online. I'd be more than happy to help you with that. And it's good for me too. So of course, right? I love anything in that regard. All right. The last question. What are 3 things, or 1 or 2, that you love the most about yourself?
Never give up.
That's what you love. One thing is that you never give up.
Yes, absolutely. And if something wrong in circumstances, what I like, I am always, again, I am writing where is mistake, take everything why it happens, and finally be grateful for this situation. This is actually I do very often in any circumstances, family life, surrounding, and anything. It's everything. I work out on my subconscious constantly, but this is maybe work for me. But the most people, they need help. They need professional help. People who can teach them how to do this. That's why my strong advice: if you got some double, if you got some trouble in your lifetime, just take some professional help. That in the future you can already manage yourself, work with your subconscious. This is very important for me, to be with myself, and listen my intuition, and
mindfulness. Yeah, so mindfulness, thinking about what you do, never giving up, taking the negative and transforming it into something.
You accept what it happens. You understand you are emotional. It happens. Okay, it's understandable. I accept this. I understand, but why it happens? Where is my fault? Where is their fault? Where is and thank you for what.
Be grateful.
Be
grateful.
Yes, thank you for why it happens. I can see this. This is my problem.
My problem. My responsibility.
And grateful for my world. I'm always say thank you, my world, that you take care of me. Yeah, and I take care of you, my world, because I take care of this earth, of this Mother Nature, for this tree, birds, everything,
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
You are an inspiration, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here and for giving me your energy and your time and your beautiful face and your beautiful smile. Again, I love you. And guys, girls, everyone watching, please subscribe, please comment if you have any questions. I'd love for you to support my starting channel that is really built on a lot of love and a lot of wanting to give back and empower all of you, regardless of where you are in your life right now. We wish you all the best. Thank you again for being here, and have a wonderful rest of your day.
Thank you, Yoana. I love you, and everybody, I wish the best.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.